I think it might be me. And then, like, I'm apologizing to these people. I'm like, I'm really sorry, I'm your celebrity. If you think this is disappointing for you, you can't imagine how I feel. So I'm like apologizing the whole day, and then at the end of the day, like sure enough, my pants are all wrinkled, and I have to be at this performing this semi-formal banquet, and I'm like, what about one outfit forever? I thought that was a good plan, you know? And so here's what I do. As damage control, I go to the locker room to iron my own pants. And yeah, it's a pretty good plan. And I find an iron, but I couldn't find a board. So I take off my pants, I'm just ironing them on a bench in the locker room in my underwear, which is a dead giveaway that these are my only pants. And just like ironing my pants, and this old guy walks up to me while I'm ironing, and he's like smiling at me. Like real big smile, you know, like a politician smile, right? And I realize that is Rudy Giuliani. Yeah! And I wasn't self-conscious because I was like, you know, Rudy Giuliani's iron pants. He knows what I'm doing, you know. If it were George Bush, he wouldn't know what was going on. He'd be like, what do you got there, telephone? Calling your pants? You know. So I'm ironing my pants, and I put them on, and I go up to the event. And this is where the trouble really begins. It's important for me, before I tell you this part of the story, to remind you that you're on my side. I said to the woman in charge, I go, what's the format of the show? And she goes, well, there's 2 speakers, and then you, and then a raffle. And I was like, well, that's, you know, that's exciting, because I've never opened for a raffle. And I'm trying to stay optimistic, you know, and I'm sitting in the back of the room with my brother Joe, and the first speaker comes on the stage, and he's an 11-year-old boy who survived leukemia. I know. He's not funny at all. He focuses primarily on the leukemia, and everyone is crying. Literally, everyone is crying. I'm even crying in the back of the room for 2 reasons. 1, the kid, and 2, for me. Because I have to perform comedy. And it gets worse. Because Joe leans over and he goes, this ain't looking so good, Mike. I said, I concur. The second speaker was Hall of Fame quarterback Phil Simms, and yeah, he's got one fan here. But he's a broadcaster, and he gives an amazing, inspiring speech, and he even sprinkles in a few jokes about golf. They were similar to jokes I had thought of about golf that day. It was like watching the last drops of my joke canteen drip out onto a desert of cancer, and he gets a standing ovation, which he should have. Clearly the show is over. Surely there can't be anyone more famous than Hall of Fame quarterback Phil Simms. But wait. There was. It was Mike Birbiglia, who had no business being at this event. I know there are some entertainers who might have risen